missing it because of lack of practice, but also lack of focus too on the actual fundamental things that I should be doing. So it was kind of good to kind of reinforce those things, the toe down. Some of the important things that we talked about today I think were really helpful. So
awesome. And I would definitely, for the times that you have would be huge.
Yeah.
But you approach the shots in a great way. You went about completing the shots in a great way. You were keen to focus on your tempo, which you said was a very difficult part of transferring it to the course, and we're going to hopefully transfer that very well here in the next few minutes. But your ability to think through that and actually act on it was awesome, and you did great on every aspect of it.
Good.
So. All right, Mark, so here we are, green side, kind of on the down slope, short-sided on the flag, with the green kind of running away from you.
Bad shot coming in. The error it couldn't make here was going this way.
Yeah. So what's our thought process on this? Is it
really got to make sure that we don't dip into this one?
Yeah.
You know,
don't want to chili dip it and keep it in the bunker.
Part of it needs to be that the miss could be long.
Yeah.
Knowing that and make sure that we make good contact here.
Yeah, but definitely managing that miss for you'd rather be chipping from over the green, out of the fringe, or maybe out of the rough.
Yeah.
Than short-sided, even more so on the upslope, still in the bunker.
It's kind of the thought. Yeah.
Okay. Great out. It's on the green. You landed about hole high, which you definitely didn't want to leave it short, which you didn't.
Yeah, really had to make sure that I wasn't going to dip into that one because I think with the angle, I think it would have been really easy to do that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Fairway, and I try to hit a specific ball flight usually.
Okay.
That's what I'm really focused on again. So for me, I try and make it a realistic fairway, but a skinnier fairway than other ways because I try and play at the nerves, right?
Yeah.
So just thinking like GMG number, this fall. I'll be nervous on that first tee.
Oh yeah.
There's expectation and there's whatever, but that is a hole that's just dead straight away. You can miss anywhere.
Yep. But obviously you want to set the tone.
But I want to set the tone,
especially for that match of. I'm going to pound this down the fairway.
Correct.
Good luck.
And thinking ahead too to number two. If I have doubt on number one, when I get to two, where it's a harder tee shot, I definitely don't want to have that doubt.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
And I want to know what the ball's doing. So for me, I guess I'd make a fairway between yellow and the shack is probably my fairway.
Okay.
Maybe orange. We'll go orange and the shack. I think that's a pretty narrow fairway, but I think that's fair.
Okay.
So then blue would be the center of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfect.
So to start, I'm probably going to try and hit some draws because that's the natural swing.
Okay. So where are we going to start it? Where are we going to try to finish it?
In between orange and blue, right in between it is a little hump back there in the back.
Yep.
I always try and go long point, not short point.
Okay.
And then I drop back to where I want to line up. So for me, we got a nice rope, which is great. And then I've got a tee actually perfectly lined up at it. So I'm going to line up into that. So it's usually about 18 to 24 inches to 36 inches.
You're talking about this tee right here?
Yeah, just to that one there.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So kind of in between those actually. So for me, I
At this point in the club fitting lesson, we had completed going through each of the shaft recommendations from the Mizuno fitting system and had verified that the best setup for the student was his Mizuno JPX 919 forged irons, 2-degree upright lie with the C-Taper X shafts from KBS that he already had been using. So, continuing to use the foresight, what we were working on was what we had began to do during the full swing lesson in his shot shaping, using the ribbon going down the net in front of the player and trying to manipulate the swing in order to affect the high cut or the draw ball flight. The student was able, with his current irons, as well as the continued use of the new JPX 919s and his C-Taper shaft, to manipulate the ball flight without having to overly force the golf ball and just using a smooth and tempoed swing.
little short, but still a good stroke.
Yeah, not terrible. Again,
would this help?
Yeah, that helps a ton. Yeah, it's like I need a hole to focus on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There you go.
Like I said, that's what I've been kind of experiencing is just kind of tap-ins, that's also a huge improvement too. A lot of 3-putts last year, and a lot of that stemmed, I felt like, from hitting these really long or really short putts, just blanking out over the ball kind of thing. Really been a lot more focused over the ball.
Good.
All right.
So I'm changing it up on you, so if you want to stay back there, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we started long, went short, so now we're coming back.
Okay.
So just changing up the yardages on you.
Okay,
for
that's
the distance. We'll do this 2 more times. Seattle.
Yeah, but even that's what, a foot past?
Yeah.